Students, happy that I'm talking to you again. I hope you're fine and I hope everything is going well and life is treating you well. Speaking to you is your teacher Mahmoud Makram, and today we're gonna complete Unit 5, Lessons 3 and 4. Just kindly open your student books on Lesson 3, Unit 5. We start with the objectives of today's video, which are: the first one is enumerating reasons why advertising is important, and the second one is listing some marketing strategies again. So it's mostly about advertising and marketing again, because you know that Unit 5 is mainly and essentially about this. It's about advertising. We need to enumerate reasons why advertising is important, and we need to list some marketing strategies. Okay, we start with this riddle. What comes once in a year, twice in a month, 4 times in a week, and 6 times in a day? Okay, I'll give you time to think. And because it's a little bit tricky, I'm waiting for you to answer. I challenge you, all of you, to answer this riddle and send it to me. Now, having done the warming up, we're gonna start our lesson with the new one. We start with this one, which is a dishwasher, of course. Most of you have a dishwasher at home. What is announcement? An announcement, of course, is something that someone says officially, given new information about something. So this is the new word announcement, and it's here again. The word announcement, I can put it in an example. I have an important announcement for everyone. You know what? The exam is going to be next week. This is an example for an announcement. Then we go on to the next word, and my question is, what is ecology? I think you're studying ecology this term at school, and I think teacher Usama, teacher Abdul Hafiz are the teachers of ecology. What's ecology? Ecology is the relationship between living things and the environment, or the scientific study of this. So in ecology, you study the environment and you talk about its characteristics. This is ecology. Now the next thing is doing the lesson itself, and we start lesson 3 with Activity 1, examine these advertisements in pairs, discuss the different strategies used to try to get people to buy each product. Here we have picture A, and then we have picture B, and then we have the last one, which is C. So as you can see in A, it keeps your skin healthy and 100% natural, no animal testing. The second one, the nutritional way to stay healthy to a healthy day. Styling for men, and this will make you famous. So as you know, people who advertise products or who do marketing use different ways to convince you or persuade you or to coax you to buy a product. So in A, this company is using ecological arguments to promote the product. So if someone cares about the environment and wants to stop pollution, so this person is going to use such a product. In B, highlights the advantages of healthy living. So if someone cares about healthy food, about dietary habits, about his health in general, he's going to buy such a product. The last one, using this product will make you look rich. So if someone likes to look fancy, rich, fashionable, recognizable, he cares about what other people think of him, he will buy such a product. So every company uses different marketing and advertising techniques to make you buy their product. Okay, so here we have intonation. Intonation is a branch of phonetics in English. I think you're somehow familiar with it. So intonation is variation in the pitch level of the voice. So when we speak, our voice goes up and goes down. When your voice goes up and goes down, you call this intonation. You can speak in a rising, going up voice level, or you can speak in a fallen, in a going down voice level. So the intonation can be going up or it can be going down. Okay, I have like prepared some examples for you. We start with this one. One. In number one, you have two sentences, as you can see. The first one is this one, and the second one is here. So I'm going to say them, and you tell me if my intonation is going up or going down. A, you did it. B, you did it. So as you can notice, in number A, I said it in a falling intonation. And in B, I said it in a rising intonation. The same sentence can be said in different ways to like suggest different things. Okay, the second pair. A, two, in number two, we have two sentences again. The first one is A and B. So A, what have you done? What have you done? What have you done? So the intonation here is going up or down. I think it's going down. And in the second one, have you done it? 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 So the intonation here is going up. The intonation here is going up. And here I want to highlight one rule, which is in WH, when you have a question starting with a WH word, so mostly the intonation is falling. Mostly the intonation is what? Falling in WH questions. But in yes and no questions, such as the question in letter B, the intonation goes down. So the rule is in WH question, the intonation falls down, and in yes and no question, the intonation goes up. Let's go to the activity here. Here we have a couple of sentences. Who's your favorite sports star? Does he appear in advertisements? Why is advertising changing? Are the changes good or bad? So I'm going to say them one by one. Who's your favorite sports star? Who's your favorite sports star? So the intonation here is going up or going down. Notice that number one is a WH question. So yes, it's going down. Then, does he appear in advertisements? Does he appear in advertisements? Yes. So because it's a yes and no question, so the intonation is going up. The third one, why is advertising changing? This is again, why is advertising changing? So, of course, the intonation here is going down because it's a WH question, as I have mentioned. Are the changes good or bad? Are the changes good or bad? So, the intonation here is rising because it's a yes. So, here we have some pairs of sentences, and the rule is here. In letter B, you have the rule. When you have WH questions, when you have WH questions here, so the intonation goes down, and if it's a yes and no question, the intonation goes up. Okay, so here in activity 5, we have an activity. We need to read it together. Companies often sell their products by making special offers. Which of these phrases for special offers do you know? In pairs, think of other special offers. Down in price, I think you see this one a lot and you are familiar with it. 3 for the price of 2, and you see this one. So here we have a listening activity, and I'm just going to like give you the slide, and I'm going to give you half a minute to copy the answers if you wish, and then of course I'm going to send you the listening track on WhatsApp. So, what's pomegranate? What's pomegranate? What's pomegranate? I think you're familiar with it. If you don't know the meaning, you can ask me on WhatsApp, of course. Let's move down here again. This is the listening. And I told you that I'm going to send you the lesson tracks on WhatsApp, and here we have lesson 4 entitled Building a Conversation. I know that all of you watch a lot of movies. You are the generation of Netflix and stuff like this. So whenever you watch a conversation between two people talking or speaking in English, they always start with asking about the weather. So talking about the weather is a common way of starting a conversation in Britain. So they say, "Morning, terrible weather, isn't it?" "Yes, it's awful. What have you been doing recently?" So when you start speaking or you start a conversation with a person, you occasionally talk about the weather. You ask about the weather. So such as this conversation, of course, that I have just read for you. And here there is a conversation between, there are some sentences, some of them are common, are always used when people speak together or open a conversation, others are not. You're asked to rearrange them from 1 to 10. This activity is okay, you can do it alone. And then you have here another one. It's a conversation between two people, between Jamil and Hadi. You can read it at home as well. It's easy, and if you encounter or if you come through any hard questions or words or anything, I'm available most of the time on WhatsApp. Just send your question to me. Then here, okay, this is copying the questions from the text, and you have here another listening activity that I'm going to send the track for, which is not that essential, of course. Which is not that essential, and by this we come to the end of the unit. You have to do the last part of the unit. It's all just reading some easy stuff that you need to do. Here, for example, in activity 4, it's a speaking activity. You need to talk about computer games, recent news at school, recent homework. You can alone at home. I was so glad to speak to you gentlemen today. Hope you're fine. Stay at home. Stay safe. Bye.